You also don't want to get to a point where people become so wealthy that a big chunk of society just wakes up every morning and says, fuck this.
It feels like people are more divided than ever before. And I feel like a lot of these subjects we talk about are somewhat interconnected. It feels like there's a rise in inequality.
What is also true is that the average median family would probably disagree with that statement, even if it is true statistically for several reasons. So if I told you, hey, average family, you're richer than you were in the year 2000. And they're like, yeah, but I'm trying to put my kids through college. And have you seen the price of college? And like, yeah, that might be true because the price of TVs has gone down, but have you seen the price of rent and housing? Like at the individual level, these statistics don't really mean that much and never have. So the answer to your question is the rich are getting richer. The poor, I think, are treading water by and large. But when one group of society is getting richer, treading water feels like you're falling. And the specifics of how people spend their money. So even if on average, adjusted for inflation, their wages are flat, but if your rent skyrocketed, or you're trying to send your kids through college, or you have a long commute and you got to put gas in your tank, at the individual level, things can feel very, very different from what the statistics show. I think as an amateur student of history, across cultures, all over the place, all through history, what you want to avoid more than anything in society is when probably a third of the population wakes up every morning and says, this isn't working. That's the point at which it's going to collapse from there, is when enough people wake up in the morning and just have this feeling of like, whatever this is, it's not working out for me. You want to avoid that part. You also don't want to get to a point where people become so wealthy that a big chunk of society just wakes up every morning and says, fuck this. This is not going to work out for me. And I think we're either there or precariously close to there in a lot of areas in the world.